as they play against the Toronto Raptors. When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Big men in the 4 for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. For 3, Siakam. They get it back. And Anunoby stays with it.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. High, arcing shot. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Smith.
And when Smith Jr. is dishing the ball, it makes everything easier, making a stronger effort to find his guys.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Smith kicks to Bridges. Out to Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's the screen. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Schroeder against Smith. Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Bridges, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
For 3, Siakam drills it from outside.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
Claxton finds Dinwiddie. Smith on the wing. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
From deep. And it's Schroeder missing. That's leading by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Misses the layup. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Siakam with it, defended by Dinwiddie.
Defensively, you can't let Siakam get all the way to the rim. That's automatic.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Smith. They set the pick. Back to Claxton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Claxton's got his second bucket.
And Smith is talented at cutting the D to pieces in the pick and roll. An excellent passer in these sets.
Now, here's Siakam. He's tightly guarded.
Up and over the defender with one hand. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move right to the hoop. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Johnson surveying the floor. To the middle. Smith outside. Fires from deep. Johnson can't get it to go. And here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's up a three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Out in the wings for him, Dinwiddie and Bridges. The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. And it's Smith in at the point guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Pirtle with the steal. Dinwiddie against Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Here's Pirtle. Makes it off the glass. Pirtle's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Love the razor-sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Johnson outside. Smith against Schroeder. Johnson with a screen on Schroeder. Looking to end the run, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, good with the triple.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Answer the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Schroeder against Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Catching the defender off balance. Schroeder with quick recognition out there.
And the first one drops. Steve, there's a whole lot of young talent throughout the NBA, but which players to you stand out above the rest?
Kevin, there's the obvious ones like Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, SGA, John Moran, and Anthony Edwards. They are consistently growing as players. I am keeping my eye on a guy like Evan Mobley. He could be an all-time great defender.
Anunoby against Dinwiddie. From deep three-point territory, Claxton. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Fifth best, the Nets.
The way they shot the ball from the three-point line last year was sensational. It's a huge staple of their offense.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Schroeder. Off target from three-point range.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
The Nets working the ball around now. Bridges against Barnes. Bridges passes to Johnson, and it's all evened up. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And the Raptors call time here.
And checking out some stats for Bridges. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also, his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Shoots. That one wide left.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Johnson sets the screen for Smith. Launches it. Poked away. Pirtle with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And Siakam throws it down.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. The pass to Johnson. Spins. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam looking around. It's stolen by Smith. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
After all he's done so far, he's going to have a big target on his back in the second half. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at him on defense.
All right, fellas, let's take a quick... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Achua. Gary Trent is out there with McDaniels. And it's Young, and it's Boucher in at the small forward position.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Toronto leading by 6. Young sets a screen for Trent. To the paint. And Young slams it home.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Boucher with the steal. To the inside. Trent gets the bucket. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
8 playoff appearances, Steve, in the last 10 years. Just seems like a matter of time before the Raptors catch fire again.
You know, Kevin, every team is 1 or 2 acquisitions away. They may just get one of these guys and spark a deep playoff run.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
McDaniels, and a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 10. Walker finds Simmons. They set the pick. Fires from way outside. Trent goes in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nimble drive by Gary Trent Jr., working his way to the look he wants.
Outside, Walker. To halt the run, and he's good on the 3-ball. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Trent with the wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Trent's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. Pass to Watford. Here's Finney-Smith. Launches from deep. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Good decision from Chris Boucher, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Young outside. Now, here's Achua. Finney-Smith defending. Back to Young. For the finish. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Good season for him last year. He was around 7 points per, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
They set the screen. Trent goes in. Here's Achua. The second chance effort. The rebound by the Nets. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Watford, defended by Young. From deep, Walker. No good. And so it's Young who brings it up for Toronto. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Cameron Thomas picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Young, a screen on Walker. McDaniels with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Young, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Shooting for Toronto.
And this is the time now where the officials can review include
The previous play is under review.
foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Finney-Smith, and stolen by Achua to end the cold streak. The shot misses. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead and into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere.
Before this quarter starts,
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us.
let's go!
The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Out in the wings for him, Dinwiddie and Bridges. And it's Smith in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Bridges. And yes, it's good. Bridges got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Brooklyn.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Smith against Schroeder. Inside, here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie, and stolen by Siakam. One-on-one fast break. Barnes with it, defended by Dinwiddie.
When Pascal is locked in, it helps his whole team. His energy is infectious.
Nets trail by 7. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Johnson outside. Bridges against Barnes. Out up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Birtle sets the pick for Schroeder. To the middle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Bridges dishes to Smith. Back to Bridges. There's the screen for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. The drive by Schroeder. And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Smith with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Barnes outside, into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Smart play by Scotty, calling for a pick to disrupt the defense a little bit.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Fourth quarter.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Ball's not loose. Claxton with it. Now guarded by Bird. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult, is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective. I've been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Siakam inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Anunoby, good.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
Smith drives in. Three-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto leading by 8. Nobody near Schroeder. His three-pointer's off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Johnson can't get it to go.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Siakam and taken away by Johnson.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
It's good.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul. Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
There's Schroeder, and the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line, extended their lead.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Puts up a deep 3. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Schroeder dishes to Pirtle. Now, here's Anunoby. Off the mark. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy.
And we look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Game 1 of the regular season is always a little extra special, Grant.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a game everyone looks forward to start the season off on the right foot. I can't tell you how huge it is for a team's confidence to get a win on opening night, but it's definitely one everyone is looking forward to.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Barrett is the 3, Randall the 4. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Robinson, a screen on Smith. Here's Brunson outside. Pure from three-point range.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Bridges against Barrett. Pass to Smith. Let's go with a 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
You know, Doris, looking at this current Knicks team, you think they are poised for a big run?
Well, if you look back at their history, the Knicks have had a lot of players past their prime. This version of the Knicks is a lot younger, and I like what they've done with their roster. So, are they poised for a big run? We'll see.
Johnson finds Smith. Back to Johnson. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Grimes, the pass to Brunson. Randall, a screen on Smith. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Brunson. And there's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Dinwiddie outside. Smith passes to Bridges. The 3. And the Nets, another 3.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And now the Nets on the break. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Screen by Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. Spins. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
With his size and skill set, Julius Randle can be a walking mismatch.
You put a big man on him, and he will blow right by him. Now, if you go small, he'll drag him to the block. So when Randle is focused and involved, he is a monster to deal with.
Barrett passes to Robinson. Here's Grimes. Randle, a screen on Dinwiddie. Grimes. Off target from outside. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Back to Smith. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Johnson. Going inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Bridges. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
On target from range. Brunson's got 8 points.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
Back to Smith. Pass to Johnson. Smith inside. Brunson defending. Smith passes to Bridges. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, for R.J. Barrett, he pretty much knew he was going to be an NBA player.
Oh, B.A., he sure did. And the #1 prospect out of high school in Florida in 2018. Did his one and done in college at Duke and followed it up with the #3 overall pick. And he has definitely delivered.
Bridges against Barrett, screened by Claxton. And the basket by Bridges. 9 points in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Going all the way to the rack. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Randall, a screen on Bridges. Barrett, he's open. No good, a bit long that time.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And that's not gonna go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Dinwiddie and Bridges, they're the 2 and the 3. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. And it's Smith in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Brunson has been a steadying presence at the point guard spot for the Knicks. Coach Thibodeau said his mind is probably his greatest asset. He's always been that way. He's mastered all the fundamentals, and the game's not too big for him. Brian?
Yeah, in either sense of the word, right? All right, Allie, thank you. Good stuff. They get the rebound. Smith finds Johnson. Back to Smith. Tries again. The kick out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And Doris, for Brooklyn, what do you think their biggest challenge will be retooling this roster?
PA, one of the problems they face, they don't own many of their own draft picks. So acquiring key pieces has to come through trades and free agency. And with that, you then have to have the salary cap implications to deal with. This is not easy.
Here's Brunson outside. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets with the lead. Johnson passes to Bridges. Pass to Smith. Bridges down low, guarded by Barrett, and the Nets miss again. And so Randall will bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So it'll be R.J. Barrett shooting. It goes on Dennis Smith. Free throw drops for Barrett. Grant, you had a terrific mid-range game. It feels like more players are going back to that now.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, B.A. The analytics say dunks and three-pointers. But that makes your offense almost just two-dimensional. In many cases, too predictable. You're seeing more and more players, particularly the elite ones, finding comfort in the mid-range.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Claxton passes to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. And the Nets miss again. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Randall, the pass to Robinson. Brunson looks it over. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And stolen by Brunson. Randall with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Here's Barrett. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a guy who entered the league in a supporting role, Doris. Jalen Brunson, now a legitimate star.
He is, BA, and consider that this is a man who was drafted in the 2nd round and just kept working, biding his...
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play is under review.
Coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Randall, the pass to Grimes. Back to Randall. Outside Brunson. Randall outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett just refusing to give up on the possession, creates an opportunity off the window. Nicely done.
Here's Smith. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count. Always one of the more disputed calls in the game. Goaltending. Coach is convinced the ball was not on the way down. He'll use his challenge.
This can be a tough one. With goaltending, it's such a fine.
The previous play is under review.
Comes into effect more than on these calls.
Well, that's what's great about the coach's challenge on calls like this. We're able to slow down the action. And
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And here we go. The call will stand.
That'll cost them a timeout and their one and only coach's challenge. Goaltending calls can be so tough to make. You understand why he wanted a closer look at it. We'll see if he regrets it.
And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Well, you look at Claxton, a remarkable defender, 2nd in the NBA.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And that one's good for Brunson.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Dinwiddie outside. The kick out to Johnson. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Claxton. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the 2nd. Pass to Grimes. Randall outside. Inside. Here's Robinson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And the basket by Bridges.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
To the inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Grimes. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front. Up. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Well, look here now at New York. At this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we...
Let's move on, shall we? To that first half we just watched. Guys, how about Victor Wembanyama? That does it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Jeffries in at the three.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Back to Walker. Watford with a screen. Walker passes to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Walker for 3. And no good. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. After joining forces in 2019, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving only ended up playing 74 games together in Brooklyn.
And think about it, those 74 games were spread over the course of 3 years. Whether it was injuries, off-the-court drama, you name it, it limited their time together. And now the Nets are focused on rebuilding. That was not a successful pairing.
Thomas misses.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Hartenstein passes to Hart. There's a screen. Here's Jeffries. And the Knicks, another 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Drive by Walker. Watford. Oh, and just miss after miss right now.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Quickly from outside. And the Knicks, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Walker's shot is off.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Puts up a 3. And Hart is good for 3. And the Knicks lead by 13.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. 5th best, the Nets.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, just 2 playoff appearances for the Knicks in the last decade, but 2 in 3 seasons for Tom Thibodeau.
And BA, I think you can certainly say in 2 of those 3 seasons, this is an organization and a team that exceeded expectation. And now you have pieces like Mitchell Robinson, the young big who is such a presence at the rim, and Jalen Brunson triggering all the action from the point guard position. Boy, you add another piece or 2 and look out for the New York Knicks.
Here's Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, when you talk league expansion, Seattle and Las Vegas are mentioned, but Mexico City is another strong candidate. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "I feel our manifest destiny is to grow not just in the U.S., but outside as well. With the success that we've had in Canada, it makes sense that we could expand to the South as well." Brian?
That's a good idea. I like it. You know they love basketball. Allie, thank you. To the right side. Outside Hart. Rebounded by the Nets. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Ben Simmons, what a dribble drive. How about the handle? Woo!
Now the Knicks with it. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Hart with a screen on Walker to the middle. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Nice shot by Walker.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Hartenstein a screen. Quickly passes to Hartenstein. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one good.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Pass to Hartenstein. Quickly outside. Fires the three. Finney-Smith pulls it in. And Brooklyn's shooting just 36% in the third. Simmons, the pass to Watford. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Hart with a screen on Simmons. Quickly. And a nice finish on the layup. Quickly's got 10 points in just the second half.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
37.
And we take a listen in now to Tom Tip.
Take it, man. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Walker out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Watford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. Outside Walker. Out left to the wing. Pass to Watford. Takes a three. And the three-pointer goes.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Quickly passes to Hartenstein. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Finney-Smith passes to Walker. Finney-Smith a screen. Launches it. Shot clock at 5. Nets keep it alive. Pass to Walker. Here's Thomas. Back to Walker. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Walker against DiVincenzo. Hartenstein a screen to the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Walker for three. That won't go either for Walker.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Hart with a screen on Simmons. For three, DiVincenzo buries it from three. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
Finney-Smith a screen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
A new lineup here for New York. And here's Brunson from the arc. And the Knicks, another three.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Greg, you had an incredible career. Two-time college champ, 7-time All-Star. But tell me where owner ranks in your career resume.
You know, B.A., it's very fascinating. The main reason I wanted to open the door for other ex-players to get equity in teams. I do believe ownership groups should involve ex-players and listen to us, you know, and I think that is where the league is ultimately headed.
It's a one-on-one situation from deep three-point land. Knicks pull it in.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Smith passes to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie, first personal foul.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for New York. The lead is 15. Randall, a screen on Smith. And here's Brunson from the arc. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Bridges, here we go. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Smith. Launches it from deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. Pass to Grimes. All alone. And the bucket is good. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside Barrett. And Claxton comes to help. Barrett passes to Robinson. Out of bounds. It'll be the Nets ball.
Nets ball.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Randall right side. There's the three. No good there. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Allie, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LeBron.
presentation here on 2K Sports. And game one of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
So the New York starting five. Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Barnes. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Siakam a screen on Barrett. Down low. The kick out to Barnes. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Birtle sets the pick for Anunoby. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And for a team in the NBA's biggest market, Brett, amazing that it's been 5+ decades since the Knicks' last title.
That's unbelievable. I mean, they've been close a couple times, but that has not been in recent history, Kevin, as you know. They've had a lot of great players, but man, it just shows you how hard it is to win in this league.
Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
Siakam, a screen on Brunson. Schroeder, that one off the back iron and out. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against Dallas. Randall with a screen for Brunson. No good on the triple. Raptors are gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's Schroeder missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Pass to Grimes. At the elbow, it's Barrett. Randall, a screen on Barnes. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson. He's coming off an excellent season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Now here's Randall, out to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. The tray, and the three ball is good.
Well, the improvement from Brunson has mostly come from his shooting. We know he can go inside, but three balls, that's a good sign.
And we have really watched Jalen Brunson come into his own, playing at a higher level.
Well, it's unbelievable, Greg, that he just had that spark here in Dallas, and that has triggered what it is we get from Jalen Brunson on a nightly basis. Respected for his toughness, his offensive game is growing.
And here are the Knicks now after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. And Barrett gets it to go.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Brunson against Schroeder to the middle. Here's Poeltl. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Poeltl with the steal. Inside, here's Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby connects from three-point range.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Brunson surveying the D to the inside. 4 on the clock. New York again turning it over. Raptors trail by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Poeltl with a screen on Brunson. To the paint. Poeltl's shot is off.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And it's Barrett penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got 5 now.
RJ does such a nice job of just changing speeds out there. And when he does that and picks the right angle, he'll score.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. New York ahead, up by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And New York looking at who they've got. Front court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Now here is Robinson. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And it's Robinson that time on the assist from Randall.
Now, the man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brunson against Schroeder. Inside, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Hot loose. Brunson the pass to Grimes. Randall with a screen for Brunson. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
And the slashing lefty, RJ Barrett. Brent always looking to go downhill.
Yeah, and that's his strength, literally. As he improves as a perimeter player, that's going to help him out. But, man, that strength and his ability to go through guys, it's special.
He had a nice open look right there. Brunson's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Schroeder against Brunson. Down low, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
1:46 left here in the second. Robinson a screen on Schroeder. Runs in the pass to Robinson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. Wasted no time on that one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Passes it to Brunson. New York moving it around. Randall kicks to Brunson. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Now the pass to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. And Barrett slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Anunoby slams it in.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. Here's Brunson out to Barrett. Robinson a screen on Barnes. Here's Brunson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
To the middle, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson sets a screen for Randall. Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson kicks to Barrett. Randall a screen on Anunoby. Floats it up for Randall. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Randall getting up there, explosive vertically on that play with great timing.
Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, I think for the Knicks, at this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test, asking yourself, what can we do better?
And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up a major deficit for the Toronto Raptors. And that's all for us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
There's Boucher out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Gary Trent. Then there's Achua. And it's Dick in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Quickly kicks to Jeffries. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Trent. To the paint, here's Jeffries. It's hauled in by Achua.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
The dunk by Achua.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Hart, no good. Raptors trail by 8. To the inside. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Sometimes you run the 2-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
Dick wide open. Knicks with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Quickly the pass to Jeffries. Trent against Quickly, and he banks in the layup. And it's a 10-point New York lead. And Brent, as someone who's been around the game your entire life, what advice do you give young, aspiring players?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, Kevin, is to find the correct mentorship to where it is that you want to go. If you can find a player that's proven himself, that's about the right things, and you can get access to them, and trust me, they're more than willing to share their knowledge, go find a great mentor.
Down low, pass to DiVincenzo. Fires away from way outside. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Achua.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now DiVincenzo. Hart with the screen for DiVincenzo. Passes to Hart. Here's Hartenstein. New York moving the ball around. Quickly with it. He's picked up by Dick. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Boucher with a screen on Quickly. Achua the pass to Boucher. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Boucher's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The pass to Hartenstein. It's hauled in by Achua.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here we look at Hartenstein. He can do a little bit of everything for you.
Hartenstein, probably the biggest skill he has that I see often is the playmaking ability. So he'll rebound and be physical, but all of a sudden sneak a pass in there with a great assist.
Hart, that's good.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Here's Dick, quickly covering. Knicks with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Inside, and stolen by Achua. Here's McDaniels, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
It's going to go on Josh Hart. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Brunson, a nice feed. That's just good offense.
Here's Dick. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He dishes it to McDaniels. Here's Boucher. McDaniels with the ball. Back to Boucher. Pass to Dick. Down low. Here's Achua. The baseline jumper goes down. Achua's got 8 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks lead by 5. We'll be back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And New York, looking at who they've got, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You know, Brent, most nights we see Grimes expend a ton of energy out there, and it is terrific.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot of different things, and he's got to provide that pop on the perimeter. And then he often draws the hardest defensive assignment at the other end. So this guy is becoming more complete.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hurdle with a screen on Brunson. Here's Schroeder. Off target from outside. The Knicks leading by 4. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Good D by Anunoby. Barnes with it. Brunson picks him up. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Now the feed to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And gotta admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen. Once he gets the ball, the D is finished.
Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. Second shot opportunity. New York moving it around. Brunson, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. A 2-point game. To the inside. And Siakam throws it down.
so impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice in the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Anunoby. T right on him. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
New York calls timeout.
All right, fans, time to fire off the teasers.
And New York making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Picked by Randall. Driving in. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 11-2 run.
There's no doubt that Schroeder is not the first option, but he's still an option. Great confidence there and a big shot.
Robinson a screen on Anunoby. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Count the basket. Pirtle's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Randall with a screen for Brunson. Randall finds Brunson. Back to Randall. It's tipped. And Randall throws it down.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Pirtle with a screen on Barrett. Barnes passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring game.
Wow, hammering it in!
This is who you go to in the clutch. Randall stepping up big time.
Pirtle sets the pick for Schroeder. To the middle. Pirtle kicks to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. Stolen by Robinson. The three for DiVincenzo. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Pirtle with a screen on DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Barnes with it. Out defended by Randall. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brunson against Schroeder. Shot on the wing. Brunson, no good. Here's Anunoby. Puts up a deep three. Randall grabs the board. The three for DiVincenzo. That one, no good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Probably a little closer.
55. point guard.
Opening day in the NBA. What a feeling. Richard, what stood out to you about your first NBA game with the Nets?
Look, I'm not going to brag and all, but did I come off the bench and get 12 points? Yes. Did we win the game? Yes. So, look, it was a good start for me, a humble beginning, but yeah, that's what stood out to me. I got double digits in the room.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Dinwiddie and Bridges, they're the 2 and the 3. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. And it's Simmons in at the point.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfish. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Shot's good by Schroeder.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Johnson. Johnson a screen on Anunoby. Back to Johnson. Siakam pulls down the board.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Siakam with a screen on Johnson. Inside. And then Siakam with the jam.
They don't lean on Pirtle for facilitation, but he's certainly not selfish with the ball.
Simmons against Schroeder. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Screen by Claxton. Johnson finds Simmons. Takes it inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
At times, Jakob is a monster on defense, using all of that size to dominate the shooter.
Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Schroeder passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. And here's Bridges. Shoots over Barnes. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Bridges has got 5.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
And stolen by Bridges. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Johnson. Rejected by Barnes. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Johnson.
When he's defending, Siakam is just all over you. He's got great footwork and fast hands.
Down low. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Siakam.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Johnson a screen on Schroeder. The kick out to Johnson. The 3-ball. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Here's Dinwiddie. Plenty of space. Releases from the wing and drills it. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Something that impresses with Spencer Dinwiddie, Richard, is his adaptability.
A player who is ready for any challenge or any situation. Part of what makes him so great is just his sheer confidence. Dinwiddie believes in his own ability to get it done out there, B.O.
And the basket by Siakam.
Every year, Siakam seems to get more confident handling the ball. Slick move there.
Bridges passes to Claxton. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
It's Johnson with a drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Cameron Johnson.
The free throw dropped for Johnson. Despite an unpredictable regular season, RJ, the Nets did make the 2023 playoffs.
But they stuck it out and secured a playoff berth. Mikal Bridges was outstanding, but they were overwhelmed in the postseason because maybe they weren't ready for that. But it really shows you how much more development this squad needs.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Pass to Siakam. The three is up. The shot won't fall. And so it's Dennis Schroeder making highlights for the Toronto Raptors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this.
19.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Dinwiddie and Bridges, they're the 2 and the 3. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. 3 on the clock. Offensive board. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Inside and stolen by Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Bridges. He's got 5. Takes a 3. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
It's stolen by Johnson. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Pirtle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Nets. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Johnson a screen on Barnes. Bridges with it. Siakam covering.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup. Locked in on throwing it down.
Outside Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Pirtle. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Shakes him. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
To the paint. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Dinwiddie outside. Bridges down low. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Dinwiddie. And you sometimes hear players grumbling about their roles or lack of touches. How prevalent is that behind the scenes, RJ?
Oh, it's everywhere. This is one of the key things that coaches have to navigate. That's what's the ego. Getting players grumbling or not to accept the roles that they are given. And that is the hardest part of coaching because every player believes he's a star, and rightfully so.
And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle in the post. Working on Claxton. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. And how about we check the numbers for Dennis Schroeder. The Nets with the lead. Screen by Claxton. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. The kick out to Simmons. Johnson a screen on Pirtle. Simmons, the pass to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's the break. Outside Barnes. Fires the three. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Bridges misses. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respects. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Schroeder against Simmons. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Schroeder into the lane. Anunoby against Dinwiddie. And stolen by Simmons. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. It's stolen by Barnes. Siakam outside. Back to Pirtle. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Barnes drives in. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, when it comes to the Raptors rebounding, it's a tale of 2 stories.
Yeah, B.A. And over the last couple of years, they've been terrific on the offensive boards and absolutely terrible on the defensive boards. It's something they're working to fix this season.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
With his shooting ability, Johnson is a great screener in the 2-man game.
Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Claxton with it. He's picked up by Barnes. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson a screen on Pirtle. Claxton attacking. And that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Bridges, and he drives in. Oh, misses the dunk. And that concludes the first half. Nets out in front. They're up 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our...
Taking a look at the Raptors, at this point you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we do better than last year? Happens for us too. Kenny, you cook up...
And let's get into this first half where there were some struggles for the Raptors.
Their defense is the opposite of disruptive.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
McDaniels out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Dick. And it's Achua in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Achua with a screen on Smith. Here's Dick. Let's go with a 3. Not going to go that time. Here's Thomas. Watford the pass to Smith. The kick out to Walker. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Walker. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the jam by Walker.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Well, Grant, with his size and range, Grady Dick is a ready-made floor spacer.
Oh, this kid is lights out shooting the ball, B.A. Such a threat to defenses. You can't lose track of him. He's always moving around the floor.
Here's Thomas. The Raptors making their last shot. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Smith into the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul.
And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 5, Brooklyn.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Both good from the line that time. Toronto's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. Takes the 3, knocks it down from distance. Dick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Watford gets the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And Toronto has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. Achua with a screen. Down low. Picked it out of midair. And now the Nets on the break. It's Walker on the wing. From deep. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Good on the bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Trent right side. From downtown. Brooklyn with the board. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, among the new trophies introduced last year, no doubt the Michael Jordan Trophy given to the league MVP is the most distinctive. And while its design elements honor aspects of Jordan's great career, he asked that the trophy not be fashioned in his likeness. Instead, Brian, the hope is for each recipient to be able to see themselves in the award.
All right, Allie, love that. Thanks.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Outside Walker. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Toronto's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Dick. The 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Watford's got 4 rebounds now.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Boucher, no good.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Oh, it's stolen away. And a fast break now for the Raptors for the finish. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
For Toronto.
He hits the second from the line. Brooklyn with the ball. And so it's Brooklyn up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Simmons and Dinwiddie comprise the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Here's Anunoby. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Schroeder against Simmons. Bridges outside. Tries to spin move. Dinwiddie outside. 5 on the clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Nets lead by 16.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by Johnson.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And here's Pirtle. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Schroeder passes to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. Pirtle with a screen on Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. Over Dinwiddie. And the dunk by Pirtle.
There is value in traditional 5s like Pirtle. They can grab glass and they can get you bonus points.
Pass to Bridges. Johnson a screen on Anunoby from about 16. Ooh, that misses badly. Air ball. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And then Siakam with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Siakam with a screen on Simmons. And here's Schroeder outside. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. Siakam The three is up. That's good from Schroeder on the assist from Siakam. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Inside, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
And here's Schroeder outside. Toronto the rebound. Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Pirtle. Second chance effort. Rebound Brooklyn.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Anunoby finds Schroeder outside Barnes. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Siakam with a screen on Bridges. Schroeder. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Dinwiddie outside. A deep three. This is the shot. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for this.
Make your way to the game tonight.
a new season, it's not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Simmons and Dinwiddie are the guard set, and it's Claxton in at the center position.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Barrett for three. Bridges with some nice defense. Now here's Dinwiddie. Simmons on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall finds Barrett. Randall a screen on Bridges. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
Bridges passes to Claxton. Over Robinson. Simmons dishes to Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, Claxton. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 2. From deep three-point land. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Knicks ball.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Randall. 23 points his last outing. There's a screen by Robinson. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Johnson, that's for 2, gets a very good look and converts.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the paint, Robinson. That one falls.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Pass to Claxton. Barrett against Bridges. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
The shot's good from Brunson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Dinwiddie kicks to Simmons. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
That's a nice job by Simmons. Just creates an easy opportunity for his teammate in pick-and-roll action.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. Grimes passes to Robinson. Brunson against Simmons. Here's Robinson. And Simmons with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Robinson dishes to Randall. To the inside. Out to Brunson. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Clock at 6. Brunson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Dinwiddie. Outside for Simmons. Johnson outside. Back to Simmons. Moves back up. And he sinks the layup.
Ben Simmons.
How creative is Ben Simmons, just sizing up the defense in pick and roll action.
Now Brunson. 25 points last game. 2 points. That one goes.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Johnson attacking. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Grimes. Dinwiddie covering. Barrett, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Sinks the triple.
Mikal Bridges.
Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Randall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Dinwiddie for 3. That shot is off. No good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So for Brooklyn now, Simmons and Dinwiddie are the guard set. Forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5, home in the paint. Gets a hand on it. Randall on the follow. He's got 6.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
And there's the pass to Claxton. No good from outside. The Knicks shooting about 42% so far. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or 2 should get them where they want to go.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside. And there's Bridges on the assist by Johnson. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Knocked away. Brunson the pass to Barrett. Randall surveying the D. And he comes up with the deuce. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Lobbed up there for Johnson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up, and we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Out to Barrett. Randall with a screen for Barrett. Feeds to Randall. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dinwiddie, and he lays it straight in. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
It's Barrett on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down low, wants to get to Randall and does. Out to Brunson. This is it to Randall. Goes up on the wing and falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Randall's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randall is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randall has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Offensive rebound. Good work defensively by Johnson.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
1:02 left now here in the second. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Barrett. Brunson the pass to Barrett. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
You can see with every repetition, R.J. Barrett adding to his offensive arsenal. Great pump fake to draw the contact.
And R.J. Barrett, Doris, continues to do what he's been doing since he stepped onto an NBA court.
I would say, Kevin, this guy is what we call a natural-born scorer. That is first and foremost his instinct. He loves to get off the dribble drive, and what we need from him is just more consistent outside shooting because that opens up the best aspect of his game.
Simmons finds Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Dinwiddie trying to get open. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Barrett with this screen on Johnson. Randall dishes to Barrett. Out to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Barrett setting a pick for Randall. In the corner, it's Robinson. New York needs to get off the shot. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson the screen. Back to Dinwiddie. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 4. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break with third quarter basketball.
When I look at the Nets, at this point you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we do better than last year? Happens for us too. Kenny, you cook up any new approaches in the offseason?
Well, I'm going to reveal those, over time.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
When you look at the metrics, they've done a great job offensively. Really.
Thanks for joining us. Now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randall.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Hartenstein is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Emmanuel quickly, and it's Jeffries in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Jeffries. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Throws it up high, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hart. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. In third, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Here's Smith. Tries to the hoop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris grew up in New York. The pressure of playing in the big city. Is that a real thing?
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. If you're playing in the media capital of the world, everything is magnified. And I think that holds true for the other respective large cities. Los Angeles and Chicago come to mind.
DiVincenzo passes to Hartenstein. Here is Jeffries. Hasn't made one yet.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Hart, no good.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Three-pointer, and it's quickly missing. Smith on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Thomas against Quickly. Thomas, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
DiVincenzo passes to Hartenstein.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
2 minutes remaining in the
Fires for 3. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Jeffries.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Here's the break. Ahead, here's Hart, and he could not get that one to go. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the official...
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
With just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's tied up with that one.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Thomas a screen. Smith the pass to Thomas. Finney Smith with it. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Hart. New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, how he performed last season. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point, an efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Jeffries kicks to DiVincenzo. New York moving the ball around. Quickly against Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hart. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hart's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Going inside. Walker the pass to Watford. Outside for Thomas. Outside, Walker. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And a fast break now for New York. On up the court. Hart, that's good. Hart's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Finney Smith. Some solid defense from Hart. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
At the line, 1 shot.
And Randall has got the ball here for New York. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 4. And now let's hear with Coach Tom Thipp.
Gotta make hustle plays.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Out in the wings for them, Dinwiddie and Bridges. The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Here's Dinwiddie, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Robinson, a screen on Johnson. Randall dishes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Dinwiddie drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Dinwiddie against Randall. Robinson sets a screen for Randall. Off target from 3-point range. Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Simmons inside the 1. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the wing right side. Grimes passes to Randall. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
This is where it's absolutely terrifying to see a 6'11" streaking Ben Simmons coming at you in transition.
Here's Grimes, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Barrett, wide open, he fires. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Randall. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Johnson finds Claxton. Outside, Simmons. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Simmons. They need this. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for R.J. Barrett.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Robinson passes to Barrett. Robinson a screen on Bridges. And taken away by Johnson.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Claxton, that one goes. Count it.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
And stolen by Simmons. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Johnson outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. So it's New York now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Brooklyn foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. For the 3. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early up. All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game.
optimism of opening day, Smitty. Every team is undefeated.
I love it. Blue sky, a world of possibilities. You can feel the excitement, not just among the players, but the coaches and fans as well.
So the Raptors starting five. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Randall against Siakam. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
No one covering.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for New York. Screen by Robinson. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Outside Anunoby. From behind the arc. And the Raptors, another 3.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
One advantage for this team, OG Anunoby's versatility defensively.
BA, OG has got the size and length to match up against anyone. He takes a no-nonsense approach, and he's active. He looks to disrupt.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Back to Schroeder. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Pirtle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Did you know that Jakob Pirtle's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, BA, that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts. You talk about a guy who is hitting his stride. Jakob Pirtle has grown into his own potential and is delivering on the floor.
Here's Grimes. Oh, there's the alley. Siakam left side. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. Driving inside. Anunoby on the wing. There's the triple. Ooh, Robinson with a block. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Randall, a screen on Schroeder. Brunson on the drive. Barrett up top. Pass to Randall. 4-3. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Siakam with a screen on Barrett to the inside. And Siakam with the slam.
He has good hands and length to convert. Siakam's a great pick-and-roll partner.
Barrett a screen on Siakam. Randall, the pass to Barrett. Here's Grimes. Releases. And again, the Knicks missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Siakam. Here's the teardrop. Kicks it out to Barnes. Sinks it from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season. BA by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
Now here's Brunson. Still no points. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Don't let Brunson get hot. I mean, he'll answer all game long.
Barnes with a screen on Randall to the paint. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Down low. Stolen by Siakam. All by himself. He's all alone. And then Siakam with the jam.
He's a well-coordinated athlete who will outwork you. Siakam hustles up the floor on every possession.
The 3, Barrett. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here's Schroeder outside. Gets the three to fall. Schroeder's got 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
Making us move nightly.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Randall, a screen on Schroeder. Pass to Barrett. Brunson taking his time here. Now Randall. Here's Grimes. 8 points in his last timeout. 2 on the clock. It's stolen by Barnes. Anunoby passes to Schroeder. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And then Siakam with the jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. A sizable lead of 14 at the... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Barrett is the 3, Randall the 4. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Anunoby on the take. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
Though he's still polishing the skill set, Anunoby has the size and versatility that every team wants out of his wings.
Here's Randall. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And here's Siakam for 3. They grab their own miss. Barnes finds Pirtle. And here's Schroeder outside. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Some fans do question the level of play in the regular season, but All-Star Kevin Durant said, quote, they only see us when the games come on, but the travel, the practices, the shoot-arounds, we're constantly moving, so appreciate the grind. Every game is not going to be a high-intensity playoff game. We go as hard as our bodies allow us to go. Brian?
Yeah, interesting point there, Allie. Thank you. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. Out to Schroeder, and there's a 3-second violation. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Pass to Grimes, 3-pointer. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Pirtle with a screen on Barrett. Barnes passes to Pirtle, kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Pirtle. Outside Schroeder. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Grimes, the pass to Barrett. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. It's Barnes on the wing. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. The open shot by Barnes. Gets some space and parries the jumper. He's got 9.
Smart play by Scotty. calling for a pick to disrupt the defense a little bit.
2 minutes.
Randall, a screen on Anunoby. Grimes, the pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Schroeder against Brunson. Back to Schroeder. 1:36 left in the first half. Siakam the screen. 6 to shoot. Anunoby on the take. Randall with a steal. Schroeder against Brunson. And it's Randall with the jam.
If you let Julius Randle get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
Hurdle with a screen on Brunson. Schroeder passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
The assist.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Stolen by Anunoby. Here comes Toronto on the push. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Back to Anunoby. Siakam the screen. Here's the three. And Anunoby gets the three.
You see Anunoby's shot. Nice rotation and backspin on it. Tends to hit the rim softly.
Brunson passes to Grimes. Randall with it. The kick out to Brunson. Randall a screen on Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Brunson on the drive. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Anytime you can get Randall moving toward the rim, that's a good thing.
To the inside. And Siakam with the slam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Outside Brunson to the middle. Here's Robinson. That one doesn't drop.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And so it's Toronto up 15 points as this. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Put your hands together and get loud for Red Panda.
Right now, they're scoring the ball with ease. Good decision-making, kind of punishing the defense for overplaying certain guys.
Now taking a closer look at the... That's it for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Gary Trent. Jalen McDaniels is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Dick. And it's Young in at the center position, locking down the middle.
What unselfish play by Josh Hart with the perfect pass to an open teammate.
Here's Dick. Off target from three-point range. And New York shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Pass to Hartenstein. Quickly up top. And here's Harden. Hartenstein a screen. Hart passes to Hartenstein. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Inside. Young, the pass to Trent. Back to Young. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Gary Trent Jr. with great awareness, finding a guy with a better shot.
Quickly with the ball. And it's Boucher picking him up. Pass to McDaniels. Jacks up a three. The Knicks with the rebound.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Well, when Josh Hart gets going, his confidence skyrockets, Grant. That seems to be the key for him.
Well, his floor game is special regardless. I mean, the rebounding and defense are his bread and butter, BA. And when he's hitting shots, he becomes the complete package on the wing.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Sunday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then Monday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Here's Dick, guarded by Quickly. From the arc. The offensive rebound. That shot off. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Hart from long range. And again, the Knicks missing. Hartenstein passes to DiVincenzo. Hartenstein a screen. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Ran the pick through the defender, and Josh Hart delivered a strike.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, last year the NBA created a new award. It's called the Clutch Player of the Year. It's named the Jerry West Trophy. And West said there are few greater thrills than coming through for your teammates and fans when they need it the most. This new trophy will be awarded to the player who best delivers in those moments. Brian?
Yeah, that's a nice addition there, Allie. Thank you.
The 6'4" Josh Hart can really get up, especially when a pass is lobbed his way.
To the inside. Here's Young. And Young slams it in.
That's from explosive leaping ability. Allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here's Jeffries. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
41-32.
Here's Dick. And finished off by Boucher.
Chris Boucher understands angles, which makes him a real threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Jeffries. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Jeffries. McDaniels covering. Hartenstein a screen. DiVincenzo pass to Hartenstein. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Back to Boucher. Beyond the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Boucher. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Trent Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops it first.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. He gets it up. That one is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Randall and Robinson are the tandem inside. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. The three from Barnes. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
How can you not be excited about Scotty Barnes' future? This kid has all the tools to be a beast.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's Randall. Robinson, a screen on Siakam. Randall finds Robinson.
Since entering the league, Jakob Poeltl has vastly improved on defense, developing into an anchor on that end of the floor.
A nice shot by Grimes.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Raptors lead 46-41.
Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder passes to Siakam. Outside Schroeder. Back to Siakam. Tipped.
Not a traditional rim protector. Randall gets by on effort and instinct.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Barnes. Over Barrett. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson takes it himself, and the layup is good. And it's now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
And the Raptors call time here. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Grimes. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Inside, kicks it out to Anunoby. Launches a three, keeps it alive, controls the rebound and the putback. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Brunson passes to Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Dating back to his days at Kentucky, Randall can be counted on for big buckets.
Siakam outside. Barnes with a screen on Randall. Here's Siakam. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson passes to Randall. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Poeltl with the bucket.
Just tremendous shooting from Poeltl. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
Anunoby against DiVincenzo. Pass to Brunson. Screen by Robinson. Brunson passes to Robinson. The kick out to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Randall a screen on Schroeder. Here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Siakam with it, now guarded by Barrett. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Huge shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver in these situations.
Back to Brunson. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Randall on the screen. Clock at 4. Pass to Robinson. Nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Raptors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Siakam, money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Randall against Siakam. Robinson, a screen on Siakam. Randall finds Brunson. Now here's Robinson. Back to Brunson. Cash! And that one brings them within one.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside Schroeder. From deep three-point range. Can't connect. So a close game sees Toronto. All right, Allie, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve.
Please exit the building carefully.
Cool.